thing I wanted to demonstrate was when you took a break, you started to feel what you had initialized in your body. Because of the suggestion that you can regenerate, your body started to do it. It wanted to move. It wanted to stretch, it wanted to get that youthful feeling back again. So we're going to take that further so that it registers exactly what you've done and it doesn't forget. And it's not done in the physical world. From here on, there will be nothing done in the physical world. It'll be done to you, and it'll be seen in the physical world. I don't have to explain that you are much, much more than you ever imagined. And you're now starting to feel that you're much, much more than you could possibly imagine. It's not anything you can put into this physical brain. And as soon as you go past the limit that you know you have to go past, and that you did go past a while ago, and you're still past there, you can't come back. This was one of the things that was holding us for a long time. We knew that if we took ourselves to the point of where we were really us in this physical world, we couldn't come back to the old physical being. And that was a bit of a worry for a while. But now you can see the further you go past, the better the physical being works for you. And it doesn't need support. It needs you. So as you went past the limitations and decided to not come back and to work with the unknown, physical body started to say yes. So the interconnection between what you're doing and what your physical body is doing is totally through another field. And it's nothing to do with you. It's to do with the active energies that have been brought into the world now that can't be contained here without you. So if you come back to the physical world by some means or another, the active energies won't be there for you. It is a bit of a catch-22. The world and the reality that we've been living, we've just let go. And we didn't let it go by letting go. We let it go by being us. Because that knowing, starting from knowing you are infinite trust, and then going even beyond the infinite that describes even your creator, your God, or anything you've ever had, and then go past that again and start to recreate yourself in the universe, just like the birth of a star. So that you build that energy, and you build it and build it to a point where it just explodes into the universe. That explosion is you. And the energies that come back into the physical world is that explosion of energies that is you. And those energies re-meet every part of your being and start to re-educate every cell as the birth of a new star. And so you walk outside and you start to move, and you can't do anything about it. And as you continue to do that, and you can see it happening, every time I do it, you feel the energy build. I've only got to do that, and you can feel it, because you're doing it. So understand the endless flow that you have available to you. There is no need to do anything with it. Just to live way at the extent where nothing means anything. Push yourself past all knowing to where it doesn't matter. To where you can't remember yesterday and you can't remember tomorrow. And the same word applies, remember. So as you push yourself past, you gather the gifts of your divine self. And they're gifts that are totally unknown to you, totally unknown in this world, totally unknown in the universe. In gathering those, it is necessary to have the ability for those things to exist in the physical world. And the only way they can exist is on the matrix of our connection. The one that has no commitment. The connection you can feel that's so smooth. It has no give and take, it has no need, it has no purpose. It's just there. And it's just like a canvas that you can paint on. And your infinite being is not even a touch on what you're bringing in this time around. And as soon as I say that, you feel the comfort in the fact that you are able to access exactly who you are. All the words we have are useless. All the descriptions and measurements don't even touch the sides. But the great thing is that we can feel ourselves in the physical world. And as we feel ourselves, we're totally distracted every minute of every day with the magnificence of that feeling. So the further out you are, the greater you feel. And I'm trying to tie something back into your logic so that your logic will allow this presence to happen for at least another 20 seconds. Because it's only going to last 20 seconds and you'll never give it up. The brilliance of everything you can possibly play with is yours. And the magic of being able to just flick stardust at people and actually feel it is really something. So any one of you can. And it's real. Okay? This is the magic we know. Okay? And it happens because you're not here. Because you just got out of here and you've got everything you need at your fingertips. Okay. Now the brilliance of everything we just did before is starting to show in our life. So that concentrated effort to push through is now reflecting in a rebuild that's not happening from here. So the great thing is you can play with the magic. You can feel the magic that's coming in from the young children. You can feel it hit you in the heart and go, oh, wow. And they're only this long. Yeah. Marsha saw today a young child going past in a car. And she saw the little hand come out the window and just do a beautiful movement. And she went, oh! And I said, she said, is that what you're talking about? I said, exactly. That child's transmitted its whole life to Marsha so that she could accept it into the world. Now you're feeling it. Didn't know. Was driving past in a car. So see who you are. Feel who you are. And love like you have never loved before. So the practical part is to live and enjoy. And remember, you don't live and enjoy from here, you live and enjoy from where you are. And every movement is like that. You can feel every movement because you're not here. The logic that we've just given your body was enough for it to accept it for those few seconds. Now it's yours. There'll be no return. It's not possible. And the second the world comes in to try and close the gap, it's got a lot of hard work to do because it's got to chase you at a massive rate because you're not here. Exactly.
It is. We are so good. This is good.
So you can see somebody just got it. So the logic is important only for your body. You'll find that as soon as you start to do things, you'll lose all reference. So know that the active energies will do it for you. They'll drive your body for you. And they'll do all the unique things that you would expect done for you. And it's okay to put your active energies to work and walk away. I do it all the time, don't I? We leave Australia, and when we get back, all the windows are clean and the house is clean. When Barbara first came, it mucked the flow up a little bit, and the windows got dirty, so we got big plate glass like this. So I went out and I cleaned half of one. And it looked terrible. Barbara said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm just letting them know." Within a week, all the windows were clean.
It's true. I saw it.
So know that there is much, much more to you than you can possibly imagine. And if you're game enough to have it in your life, it's there. It's not see it and believe it, it's not any sequence. It is if it is. And that's the level you work at. And you'll find that you're not driven by any of the same influences in the world. So you'll be directing the active energies just to look after you. And if you're looked after, so is everyone else. Just to feel good. Just to feel that youth. And to not remember is frightening to start with, but so brilliant. Because everything is set up to bring it to you. And gradually we will stop the expectation of one another and know that within whatever group there is at any time will be the answer to everything. It may not be on you today. You might turn around and see someone and say, "Oh, you know," and you'll tell me. What was that person's name? And I'll tell you straight away, before you finish. So there's a sequence that happens because you're outside the physical world. And you do not have to drive it. And you'll know in a few minutes that I'll stop referring back to anything and everything will take off again. I've just given you some little inputs that will allow you to feel safer in the next step. Because the next step is just living with the magic. And I'll take a little bit of each one of your energies and give it back to you, slightly enhanced. But the same vibration, and will be no change to you, it will just allow you to elevate along your path and along your growth. And the energies that are provided for your world will start in their active flow. So each one of you separately. You'll feel a warmth and a harmony that's totally yours. You'll feel that little pressure in your heart. It's your body saying thanks. And I'm not going to show you anything. I'm just going to sit with you and you can take from me what you want. I'll just talk away. And you can feel whatever you need. And allow yourself to go to wherever you wish to go. And you'll be totally supported. That's great. Now you're all ready to go beyond the limit you just went to. One tiny step past it. Great. Now you know you can fly. Now you know that being beyond the beyond is home. Now bring the magic with you. The greatest thing in magic is mischief. Feel that happen? Wow. Good. Feel the mischief. Feel it growing. Great. Now it's coming into the physical world. So you see what brings it into the physical world? Mischief. Total lack of seriousness. And that's what brings it into the physical world. Okay, you got it. That's good. So now you can do that to an amazing amount. You can be eyes open, way out of this place, and be as mischievous as possible. And the world, will be a different place. Okay. Now you know your magic. And you know it doesn't come from here. It comes to here. Great. Brilliant feeling. You've all done so well. That is just perfect. And we didn't do anything with anything we knew anything about. The only one was mischief. All the rest is totally unknown. So everything we've lived for, everything we've done in all our life up to now, has had one thing missing. The only thing that joins the unknown to the known. Mischief. So even when you're working with the plants, you're working with dimensions, the whole lot. You feel the mischief and you're there. What do you think the fairies do?
I was going to Tinkerbell. She was so mischievous, you know.
Yeah. What do you think happens every time there's a sparkle in someone's eye? Behind it there's some mischief. And it's a word that's universal. Right down to when you're serious, you put your keys down, they'll disappear. Because the magic, the active energies are trying to show you the magic. So live it from where you are now. And know that you can't return. This is the most practical of all spiritual work you've ever done. And you also have access to the total energies of the universe in a fraction of a second. So the life force that you need for anything is there, as long as you don't make yourself use it.
As long as you don't make yourself
Use it. If you bring into this world massive life force and you try to put it on yourself, you'll restrict yourself. Because you're more than that, and you're the one who's delivering it. It's like trying to climb into your own cup of tea. You don't fit.
Say it again? What?
It's like trying to climb into your own cup of tea. You don't fit.
Oh.
So the greatest energies you can bring into this physical world, as big as you can imagine, will still restrict you. You don't come from here. You can't get back here except through active energies. And the active energies work best with mischief. Even the slightest little thing, like making a flower turn a fraction while it's sitting in front of someone else. It's a brilliant feedback for you. It changes lives. The simplicity of your mischief saves lives, changes lives. The simplicity of a child, if you allow it to be simple, will just open this physical body up into something that is overwhelming. We've got some projects underway to bring different schooling for children. But it can't work if each child is not invited into the world as we described before. If their spark is not taken into full light. And that's done with our active energies. We see it, we feel it, because we come from the same place. The second you go into, I want to do it, you'll find yourself shut down. Life will be different from here on. Whenever you try to overdo anything, you'll find you will end up horizontal. When you work from the place where we know we can really do everything, where circumstance will happen, where events will happen, where the physical will change to accommodate not the heart's desire that we know at the moment, but the heart's desire that we jump up and down about when we recognise it. When that thing comes in from nowhere that you know is perfect for you. That's the reflection of your heart's desire. So the continuous flow of things coming into your life happens because you are not sitting in that life. Happens because you've moved past it to where you belong, so that you can experience it. And the brain will never, ever be able to put that into a logical form. If it comes into a logical form, you better go and see a friend so that they can reflect to you, you've lost your password. I don't think anybody here will lose their password ever. That's something in the past. Up until a few days ago, that was possible. I don't think it's possible anymore. And I feel that all I've done is sort of giving you a lift onto your own platform where you're going to shoot well past me, every one of you. Because you now know who you are in a different sense. And the world that you'll produce for you will be known not just throughout the centuries, will be known as the greatest achievement, not just of all time, but the greatest achievement. That's how big Each one of you are. Thank you. It's such an honour to be in amongst you and to allow me to go beyond the expectations of the mind. And I can feel that none of us will have to do that again. It's now time where you will take off for you and the world that you're generating will be really something to live in. And that's not putting a load on you, that's just fun. And remember the magic. Thank you.